It's November 18th, 2025, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and we've been off for a couple of weeks to celebrate the opening of Vape, the Grease Parody in New York, and BirthDaze here in Atlanta. But we're back this week after a flurry of complaints from viewers like you. Fortunately, absolutely nothing of note happened during the time that we were away. President Trump made a statement that the Republican defeat in last Tuesday's elections was the result of the government shutdown, because there were no government Republicans working to manipulate votes. Following this statement, Trump fell asleep in his chair. Trump then floated the idea of providing health care monies directly to all Americans, instead of the money-sucking insurance companies. They suck so much money, and they never give any to me. Close quote. Following this statement, Trump fell asleep in his chair. To complete the Trump trifecta, here's one more about the president. Trump gave a presidential pardon to former Major League Baseball right fielder Darryl Strawberry for his 1995 tax evasion conviction, which he served 6 months of home confinement for and 2 years of probation. Strawberry said he appreciated Trump's pardon, but pointed out that Donnie's about 30 years too late. Following Strawberry's comment, Trump fell asleep in his chair. Trump felt so good pardoning Strawberry, he also pardoned Joe Louis. Nope, not that Joe Louis. Nope, not him. Keep going. That's the guy. Convicted of insider trading in 2024, the English-born Louis said he is grateful for the pardon, as he is now allowed to enter the United States and see his Palm Beach-based children and grandchildren, as well as his Daytona Beach-based mistress. And now it's time for another Sketchworks MewsBrake segment. Oh, look how cute cartoon Winston and Malachi are. A Fairview, North Carolina family reunited with their cat Bootsy 401 days after Hurricane Helene. Sources say Bootsy has seen some wild shit and was down to her 8th life before returning home. We hope Bootsy gets lots and lots of extra treats. As we mentioned earlier, Vape, the Grease Parody is currently running at Theater 555 in New York and getting some rave reviews. If you're in the Big Apple this holiday season, please make it part of your plans. I'll be there for 2 more weekends, so maybe I'll see you. BirthDaze is currently running at Limelight Theater here in Atlanta for 2 more shows this weekend and getting some rave reviews. If you're in the A this pre-Thanksgiving season, please make it part of your plans. I'll be there for both shows, so maybe I'll see you. You can go to sketchworkscomedy.com for tickets to all the shows and to stay up to date on our 25th anniversary plans next year. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We have to get back in the good graces of the algorithm after skipping the last 2 weeks. So please help us out. That's all for our gratuitous plug segment this week. Even the gratuitous plug editor is rusty. Wendy's plans to close hundreds of restaurants across the United States in an effort to boost its falling profits. Company executives initially planned to bring back well-loved founder and spokesperson Dave Thomas, but changed their minds once they realized Thomas is unavailable, because he's dead. Although that hasn't stopped KFC, has it? Speaking of dead famous people, notable DNA scientist and Nobel laureate James Watson died at the age of 97. But don't worry, he left behind some DNA, and his family is hopeful he can be cloned by Tom Brady. If that doesn't work, Watson will be buried in the pet cemetery. But be warned, sometimes dead is better. Back in the land of the living, Jake Tapper, seen here scaring CNN viewers by leaning to his right. Okay. Anyway, in an interview with California Governor Gavin Newsom, Newsom said there is a masculinity crisis affecting men in this country, which is what he tells himself is the reason why his wife left him. and subsequently hooking up with Donald Trump Jr., or, as he's known around the White House, Cocaine Donnie Limes. Target, or Target, as the fancy people say, is ordering its employees to smile more. The company's so-called 10-4 program requires employees to smile when a customer is within 10 feet and to talk to them when a customer is within 4 feet. If the customer gets within 1 foot, employees are authorized to use lethal force. It was announced that beginning November 24th, the Trump administration will designate the Venezuelan-based drug cartel Cartel de los Soles as an international terrorist organization, a group allegedly led by 62-year-old Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. For a domestic terrorist organization, Trump has named Late Night with Seth Meyers. English singer Youngblood has announced the cancellation of the rest of his 2025 North American tour dates. The 28-year-old performer's doctor ordered him to quit all tour dates for the rest of the year, because while his blood may be young, his body is elderly. Much like mine, oh, so much like mine. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me. Though my body may be elderly, she still likes it.